4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
It's Legends with Russell Tallman.
I have. Let me just get this right. I have Don Juan Richardson. So when we having the pre-production meeting, you know, no reason to sweat now. We're gonna sweat enough in a couple minutes. We was having a pre-production meeting. Cat told me, he said, "Listen, you have to introduce him as Don Juan Richardson."
Who said that?
We're gonna get into that.
All right.
So I said, okay, no problem. I can do that. But what about Juan? And we was actually over here in the control room, and Juan goes, "Well, my name is Juan the Don." I said, wait a minute. Juan the Don. He looked at me with that dead A look and said, "Because I make beats, you can't refuse." And turned back around.
No, he do though.
See, and the other joke in there, who you know, I guess you got something going on here, was like, "Yo, man, I'm kind of nervous. I'm looking for the plastic on the floor now."
Wow.
Yeah, exactly. But anyway, we'll get to him a little bit later. So my man Don.
What's up, brother?
So what's up, bro? We showed, you know, I've seen you in the halls.
We've been planning to do this for maybe about a year.
Yeah, about a year. Because, you know, one is bi-coastal.
Snowstorms and
I don't have the jet to get me to California to get a Whataburger, whatever it is.
Oh wow.
You know, you got the bomb on. It's 50 degrees out. I needed to go get my sheepskin. I was like, "Yo, give me a minute. I'm gonna go get my sheepdog." But I'm loving the bomber. I'm loving the resume. And then after all the love was in the room, I hear that you're in the Def Jam Hall of Fame.
Yeah, well, yeah, but I mean, yeah, but
Humble.
yeah, I mean
Humble.
that's just because we was in the first R&B group ever signed to Def Jam, so that's really, I mean, I guess you could say.
Yeah, listen, I hear you, bro. So let's go back a little bit. Let's go back X amount of years. I say 5 years, but it's not really 5 years because most of the artists that come in here that I talk to, if you went to school in Newark,
Right.
and you had that musical background, they would say they went to X, Y, and Z high school. Hard. See that? Look at that.
Yeah,
My dog.
I know.
But you went to
St. Benedict.
So for those of you that don't know, St. Benedict's is so famous. They're known for soccer, among other things.
Soccer, wrestling.
And wrestling.
Basketball, too.
They play in their own league. They don't play in the New Jersey league. They play like all over the spot. So that makes your presence that much bigger because you're bi-coastal.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about all of your assets, and then when we finish, you're gonna take me in another room and you're gonna assign me to not a 360-degree contract. You're gonna assign me to representation.
Okay.
And I'm gonna bring Juan the Don, the beat maker, and we all gonna get a little bit of cheddar.
Well, remember that beat? Yo, you had this one beat you played me, I don't know, years ago. And it still may be one of my favorites. You know what I'm talking about?
Dang, you know what? It's been a while, man. I made a lot of different beats.
Yo, it was one that was. I remember I was trying to get it placed with somebody. I remember I kept having you mix it. It was like take the hi hat out with bring it here. Yo, this shit was so fucking crazy.
See.
Was that Clubhouse days?
You might have been.
Look at this. We making a connection up in here.
No, I mean you know.
That's money because I'm on the fixed income. So we gonna move further. So when did you realize that music, entertainment, promotion, production, was management? Was in your was what you wanted to do?
I mean, I would say probably 13, 14 years old, maybe.
Oh, man, pre-high school?
Yeah, man.
Oh my goodness! Now that shows you how important he is because the cat give an answer. And then you have the Sports Center chant going on. That's crazy right there. Oh, that's gangster. Oh my goodness. Hey, listen. When it is what it is, man.
No.
Hey, so okay, you said 13, 14.
Yeah, man.
And did you start?
We were focused, man. Like, so we had this group.
What was the name of the group?
It's called, at that time, it was called Project 6. So,
Okay.
So it was me. It was the original members in the group that got the deal, but then it was Joe Adams, Charles McDougal, Jamel, and Hakeem. So it was like 6 of us. And we used to practice every day after school. and then we used to enter all types of talent shows. We used to win all of them. And the cool thing about us was like we could do Jacksons because like Yaya was to sound like Mike, so we could do like Jacksons and New Edition, but then we could do Stylistics, Temptations, because Jihad sounded like, them. So we would be in venues, and if it was an older crowd, we'd kill them.
Mm-hmm.
If it was a younger crowd, we'd kill them. And then sometimes we would do the blend and mix it up, and they'd be like, "Well, who is these kids?" So we were relentless with it, man. And I remember one time we did a show at Essex County College, and we opened up for the Force MDs, and we murdered them, right?
Really?
And then we got our deal, and Russell invited us to Sylvia's.
Wait a minute. When you say Russell, you're not talking about Russell Thomas. You're talking about Rush.
Yeah, Rush.
Okay.
So when we got our deal, I'll go back to the deal thing, but I'm just jumping ahead. But when we got our deal, the Force MDs was there. So when we went in, they instantly remembered us. And it was like 2 years before when we did the show. And they was like, yo, you're on the, it was Trisco. He was like, you're on the big league now. That's different. And we was like, yeah, all right, whatever. So, we didn't care, man, at that time. We performed and go against anybody. Bobby Brown. We performed with everybody. When we was kids, going at it. Hard.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So we talking like 84, 85? I'm trying to think.
Was it?
Because the Force MDs was actually in my timeline.
Around
with
there,
Tears and all of that, so y'all was
Yeah.
open up. So they had that album out where they had the jackets,
Yeah, with the Letterman shit.
the Letterman sweaters.
Yeah.
Wow.
And we was banging. We was banging them.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, man. So how we got our deal? We were going to audition for the Apollo, and we was coming out the subway, and we was singing "Spell" by Blue Magic, just warming up. And this girl heard us. This woman came up and was like, "Yo, y'all sound really, really good." And so you gotta meet my brother. He coming out the store. So the brother came out. It was Vinnie Bell,
Okay.
who had did "Walking in the Rain" for Orange Juice Jones for a Grammy, right at that moment too. At that time, so he was like, "All right." So he comes up. We sing for him. He's like, "I could take y'all to meet Russell Simmons." We was like, please. So we go to the Apollo. We audition. We make it. But we didn't sign it. We didn't sign it because on the contract it said if you do, then stipulation was like I think 6 months you had to be involved with them or whatever. So we didn't do it. So we gave Vinny our numbers. We come home from school the next day, and everybody got a phone call from him. So he was like, "Oh wow, this dude's serious." So he was like, "Tomorrow I want y'all to go meet Russell Simmons." So it's still again, we'll meet y'all here at this address after school, blah, 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 blah. So we go to New York, we meet him, and Russell, he takes us to Russell house. Russell he's sitting on his couch, he got like one sneaker on, he's wiggling his foot with sneakers on top of his foot. He make us take off our shoes. Excuse me. So we sing for him. We sing for him. We maybe sung like 4 or 5 songs. He never lifted his head up.
No time.
Not one time. And then he goes, we sung like one more song, and then he goes, "All right, enough singing. You got a deal."
Just like that.
Just like that. He's like, "Go around the corner, go to Rush, sing for Leora, and sing for Rick, but tell him you got a deal." So we went to Rush. Whole staff came out. Vinny takes us around there. We sing for them. Rick Rubin comes downstairs because at Rush it was like
levels.
Yeah, it was like 3 floors. And on the 4th floor, Rick Rubin lived on.
Okay.
So Rick came down, listened to us, boom, and Rick loved us. And then got the contract. They found us a lawyer, which learning the game.
We're not gonna get into that, but I hear you.
Right, and we just went on from there.
So my question is, when you say, of course, when you said Leo, you mean Leo Cohen, and
he
Rick
was
Rubin.
the vice president of Rush at that time. He wasn't. He was the man, but he wasn't the man. But he was the man.
Right, he was the man.
Yeah.
So you went from school to having a contract when you ended up getting with going after the spot. Now we talking about out there by the Palisades,
What you mean?
Inglewood Cliffs?
No.
Or you went to the? Oh, y'all was in the city.
Yes.
Okay,
We was
okay,
on
okay.
Elizabeth Street.
Oh my goodness.
We was at the real one.
The actual spot.
Yeah. Right. We was at Russell House. He was on. Damn, I don't remember the street he was on. What's it called? Barrett. He's around the corner from Barrett. He had a little condominium.
One of the spot. One of
yeah,
many
it was
spots.
small though. It was nice, but it was small. This is when he was coming up too. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, and but I learned a lot from him, man. He was a straight shooter. I saw a lot with him.
Mm-hmm.
I used to be with him a lot, man, and saw a lot, man.
So you learned. Excuse me for cutting you. You learned the ins and outs of the music business way back then.
Yeah, I remember one time we when we put Watching You Out, and like we always used to want to go like to Louisville, Kentucky, to like L.A. It was certain cities because we had girls there.
Yeah, right.
So wherever they be wanting to book us anyway, we like, yo, we need to go back to Louisville. And Leo put us in the room. He was like, yo, let me show you something. And where you at on the charts? And he's like, yo, we top 30. No. He's like, okay. But what do you really see? Then he picked up a mirror. He said, look in the mirror. What do you see? I was like, we see us. Then he turned it around. Now, who do you see when you look at me? You see me, right? Okay, so everything that you see ain't real. It's mirrors.
Wow.
And I was like, wow, we're paying for that.
Mm-hmm.
So he made us realize, like, we're getting you where you want to be, but a lot of that is us making sure that you get it. In other words, work harder.
Because the bills get due, and they get theirs back.
So, I mean, but the thing about it is, like, your parents, they're just, like, ecstatic because you got a record deal and you're doing these things. But they're not like I would be with mine now. They were working every day. It was just a total different environment, totally different era. You know what I mean? So we didn't know, they didn't know, and then you got a lawyer that was given to you. You know what I mean?
By the company. We'll just say the company.
But that eventually changed, and when that changed, that kind of changed the perspective of everything. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like we got Ken Anderson, and that whole thing was like he was the Beastie Boys lawyer too, and the whole game just changed. But the perspective of how what you saw sometimes is not really there. I remember R.J. Jones pulled me in the bathroom one time. I was talking to him. He was like, yo, it ain't show business. It's the business of show. Remember that. So I always held on to those like little nuggets in life and stayed loyal and became friends with all of these dudes that I would watch on TV.
Iconic.
Yeah. Like Jam Master Jay used to be, like Russell, when we got our deal, Russell put us with one of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I was with Jay. I was with Jay every day.
Mm-hmm.
I remember he was mixing Put a Little Rush on Me by Stephanie Mills, and all he was doing was pressing the mute button when the drums came. And he was mixing, though, to me. But when I look at it now, I'm like, Jay, what are you doing? But he was just so much of an iconic dude, man. And
a showman.
He was before his time, because Jay was like Mike Bivins. He was like that dude. He was an innovator. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He'd get groups, and he wanted to produce. He wanted to get out and make music. And if he did our second single, like Jay was like the big bro, like the real guy, man. Like he was really good.
God bless his soul. Well, wait a minute.
So
as I understand, the rumor has it that when Russell's little brother and D got together, he told him, listen, you follow that man, pointing to Jay, and say, you do what he do. And the fashion that they wore was all Jay.
Come on. That's come on. He was the one.
So you went to the iconic rock out there in Hollis. Was it Hollis Park?
No, it was Hollis, Queens. But
Queens.
Jay was living in New York when I was like he's the first time. I remember the first time I went to his crib. He had like this green carpet going up like from the floor going up to his wall to the ceiling. I was like, yo, like what? But yo, they set the mark. I mean, like I remember they did the Garden with the Beastie Boys, and they pulled us on stage with them. It's like we looking in the crowd, kids. You know what I mean?
Thousands.
You can't even see.
Thousands.
And then they pull you on stage and they perform it and all that, and then they run off. They jump in a limo in the back, and we getting on the path going back to Jersey. It's like whoa, like the reality of it.
See?
But yeah, it was a good time. It was a learning experience, like life is. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. So here at 135 Prince Street, that Hub Life Radio, Legends with Russell Thomas, we have Donald Juan Richardson.
That was the Juan.
Oh my goodness. Showing you how it actually is. It is the business of show. Let me tell you how interesting it is. As I was walking in the hallways before they painted, there's a post out here that says "Rhymes for Reason."
Right.
Were you a part of that?
Yeah.
How so?
I used to wow. So just coming with like, so I was working at the quick story. So I was working at the Boys and Girls Club. I was the team director for all the clubs in Newark.
Okay.
So I'm working with this program. I think Verizon is something that came in, and Al Tariq comes in. So
Hold on, Mr. Best.
Mr. Best.
Okay, the Hub.
Al Tariq, the Hub, right? So Al Tariq comes in, and he sits in the back of the room, and he's got his arms folded, and he's just watching me. So after the program's over, he comes up to me. He's like, "Yo, how you feel about being here?" I'm like, "I love it. It's cool." He's like, "I got this music program I'm doing called Rhyme for Reasons over at the clubhouse without about a pop and then bing the bing the boom." You know, but he was gangster with it, and I gotta admit it. He was like, "How much you making here?" I told him. He was like, "I could put something on top of that."
Say, ooh.
I was like, "Word?" And I think right at that time too, DJ was on his way. So I was like, wow, that might help.
Say.
So I went to the club and we had a conversation. They was like, we can't do nothing right now. I was like, oh, I gotta go. And boom, I went with Reek and we rocked out. And we built a substantial program, man, over there. And Terrence J at the time was at BET, friend of mine, and his lawyer, Jay Riley, my man. Oh man, how much he's looked out for me, and Terrence brother. and they used to come and support me and do so much and bring clothes to the kids and finances and toys and games and whatever, you know what I'm saying, at the club. And they transitioned with me when I went over there to the Hub, and and Rhyme for Reason, they did the exact same thing for me, man. So I appreciate them so much too.
So you mentioned Mr. Riley, and at one point, you mentioned how you got together, and then you went into business with him.
No, that's a different one.
Oh, okay. All right, here we go.
That's a different one.
Take your time with it too.
Yeah. That's a different one. That's a different one. He's actually an attorney, and he also managed at the time Terrence J. So that's when 106 in Park was like out the building.
Right,
you know what I mean?
right.
So, and they was my guys, and they really supported me and what I was doing at the time, because I wasn't even back in the music game at then. Like I was writing and placing songs and TV and film or whatever, but I wasn't back in it like full fledged. So I was still doing the things that I was doing, giving back and doing the stuff with Reek and doing the stuff with the Boys and Girls Club, doing the stuff with the city, working with Corey, and just doing whatever I could, and just trying to keep everything together.
Wow, sounds like you got a whole lot of stuff together, because, bruh, you doing what you do, bruh.
Oh.
I see. Now, some things are forced, but with you, it appears to be natural. Like, you pretty much came up in the business, you learned, experience, you've grown with the business, and then you branched out and found your niche. I think that's very important, what you find in your niche.
Yeah.
As far as oh yeah, Juan the Don said, "Listen, I'm gonna tell you no more. I'm gonna put the plastic down if you move in front of the camera." I got you, bro. So when you found your niche, you found your niche kind of early.
Yeah, I mean, but at the same time, like, I think, like, do you ever find it? Like, I think once you think you found it, then you become settled, you become complacent, and then you just stuck. So I'm still searching. I'm still trying to get better. I'm still trying to learn. I'm still trying to do different things. You know, the stuff that I'm doing now, I would never thought I would be able to even do or put myself in a position to do. But I don't limit myself. So finding what I want to do is and getting that lane is one thing. But I always say to myself, like, once I get in the, like, if I go somewhere, I get in a building, I'm always trying to see what's in that building that I can network and build, that I can bring back to the team. I can bring back to the nest. Something that's there that I can bring back to help build what I'm manifesting here or here or here.
You are truly a blessing, and you'll be a blessing to my bank account and
my God.
to Juan the Don over this bank account.
No, he's already good.
Director. Oh my goodness.
Oh, he's already.
So I'm the only one that's left out in the cold right now.
I didn't say that, but I'm just saying that Juan's already good. He knows that.
He just over with Juan's over there grinning
see how
like you
he's
grinning.
smiling?
Like he grinning over there like you grinning.
Yeah, he's happy.
So I'm trying to figure out when a man has his when a person
Right.
has their name put up in the rafters
Oh man.
of Def Jam.
Come on.
Tell me a little bit about that.
I mean, it just is what it is. I mean, you know, you want the Def Jam history, volume 1 and 2. I mean, when you've been there for in the beginning, so you know, and it's crazy because we had God placed you in places. I always feel like this, like He put you in situations, but you gotta create from those situations and move forward, and that's what I did. Like, you know, got placed in those situations, but the friendships that I made always. I learned something in this business, man. The people that are above you, you never ask them for something all the time. Only go to them when you really, really need one.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So if you always go into them, you always ask them, hey, I got this, about, they're not going to respect it. But if they see the consistency and then you go to them and like, hey, look, I got something. And they look and say, well, God, this dude been working. He ain't never asked me for nothing. They look at you different. So that's how it always was with me. And I always kind of just, if you look, I was saying this to my son the other day about just being consistent. I said, look at my timeline on my Facebook page for the last 10 years. Always been consistent, and there's been a change or a new development or a new company or a new situation, but I never stopped. And I said, that's how you got to live your life. Because he has so many opportunities in front of him, but, you know, after a while, he gets complacent. He just want to, he's 11.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I've always been telling him since he was 5. Like, if you're 5, you got to think like you're 10. You're 10, you got to think like you're 18. You know what I mean? So he's 11. I'm like, yo, you need to be thinking like a 21-year-old right now. I can help you and put you in these positions, but if you don't use these positions that you're in to make your life better, then what are you wasting it?
So what we did was we just like skipped over my whole thing.
No,
It's good. Let me tell you how good it is.
I just brought him up. I ain't even
No. So let's stay on that subject.
Okay.
So what else is your son into? And let me give the right intro. So, in what I read, you might as well just call it a press release, a biopic.
Oh man.
His son is the face of a Hall of Famers line. Yeah. So you take it from there. We'll just leave it at that.
No. It ain't nothing. I mean, he's one of the faces of the David Ortiz Hall of Fame of Boston Red Sox baseball player.
Beating up on the Yankees. I got to put that out there real quick.
Man, clothing line. And it was, it was improv. Nicole, I want to say salute to you. Thank you. Nick, thank you. They called me, and she was like, yo, I just think your son would be great for it. I'm like, you seriously? And my son, one thing about him, like, he's one of them kids, man, it's like, you could put him in a situation, and he's going to do it. But getting there from the day to do it, it's just like pulling teeth.
Yo, he's a boy. He's supposed to do it. Can we put that up? Can we put this on the screen so everybody looking can? There we go. See, Juan and Don is on it.
No, he's great.
Yeah, he's great. I'm trying to tell you. So this is the one of the faces of what is it?
David Ortiz clothing line for his baseball clothing line, and it's an athletic gear too. So it's baseballs
and uniforms and everything.
Yeah, it's all that.
Oh, that's all love.
For America, it's here and in Dominican Republic.
So let me tell you how smooth Mr. Don over here is.
But he making money from it. So it's like, it he still called me and his mother for something, but he's got bank accounts.
He's supposed to call y'all. He
Like,
not
yo,
21.
Spend your own money, bro.
Yeah, okay, I hear what you're saying. So let me tell you how smooth it is when he said the Dominican Republic. So one of the excursions when you go to DR is Big Poppy's house on the water.
Yes, it is.
And I think somebody else is like right next to him. But Big Poppy's house, you don't have to be a mile out to see it. You could be a little further out on a little tour. And what's crazy is it must be a reef, or not a reef, but something where the water is shallow. So we went on one of these trips. I went on one of these trips, daughters and everything. And they said we're going to have, they're going to have I think they call it a floating bar.
Right.
Right. So what killed me was the floating bar was a raft.
Right. That's why you said a reef.
Yeah, right, with the Mama Wana, some rum, some Hennessy, and something else, and you had to jump out with the life jacket, and you was on a floating bar. You get the drink out there, and it was basically in front of Big Poppy's house. Crazy. See, now I know you've had to.
I'm not saying nothing.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. That's why I'm saying it with you. That way you can't get caught up in the madness. But let me tell you, you don't have to be. Like, basically, if you was on Broad and Market, you could see Big Poppy's house as you was climbing on, as you're getting on the 1 and 9, going south to Elizabeth or wherever.
Right.
That's how you can see it. But fabulous house. But back to your son.
Yeah.
So you put him in a position where he's be known. And I don't know, the one thing I didn't see in your biopic was if you were a model, because if you follow you on Facebook, you got the fit.
Oh,
you got the drip. You showing it all over. You even got the Kazals up in here, and I'm like, when I see cats with Kazals, most of the cats I see had the actual glasses out. You came here with the what they call them when they change from daylight to sunlight. Listen, Juan to Don. You see the Kazals, right?
I sure do, yo. Don is one of the most fashionable motherfuckers I ever met.
And we ain't seen him. He talked once about modeling, because I thought,
I don't do that.
dude, just your pictures.
Nah, bro, I'm just chilling.
I understand you just chilling. But there's just chilling, and then there's
I'm staying out the way.
You see what that cat got on today? That's a fit. Yo, he can drip what don't have 30,000 on his neck, and it still be a drip. Yo, but it's all good, bro. I'm learning.
Okay.
That's what I strive
I appreciate
to be.
you. Thank you, sir.
Anybody that could be on a soundtrack that had Aerosmith, Roy Orbison, LL. Wait a minute. Now this was messing me up.
All right.
Chuck D, Flavor Flav, Professor Grip.
Chuck's a mentor of mine too.
Oh my goodness, we gotta have a conversation.
He's a mentor of mine.
And
Bill Stephanie, mentor of mine.
Who's that?
Bill Stephanie.
Oh my goodness.
Ralph McDaniels. I'm talking about dudes that always been in my corner. Like,
Ralph McDaniel's Video Music Box.
Oh yeah, man. Come on.
Yo, we must be almost the same age. I see Don over there, Juan over there, just shaking his head.
Yeah,
He like,
right.
that's my era.
Yeah, them dudes, man. They always there for me, man.
Oh my goodness,
When I
Star
call.
Maker Entertainment.
Yeah.
So it's one thing because you have a lot of people that are behind the scenes, and you never see the actual face. But Star Maker Entertainment is led by Star Maker, who's a star himself.
Nah, I'm not a star. I'm
Dude.
definitely not. Nah,
Dude.
man.
Okay, I hear what you're saying. I see. I don't want to blow up the spot because I know he'll go to the corner store in a minute with the fit and the bomber and everything else. They're like, yo,
No, I'm trying
that's
to
Star
make,
Maker.
I'm trying to make them. That's all.
You trying to live?
I'm trying to make the stars. My thing is I always want people to let their dream out, man. That's my thing. I got a chance to do it. You know what I mean? For however long it was. And
It's still going on. What you mean for how long?
well, yeah, but when I see other people, that want to do it and they sincere about it, want to put the work in, that's what I'm about. I love to stand in the back and see people stand up on the stage or whatever. It ain't gotta be a stage. It could be somebody just need a job and I can help them get one, or a political person that wants to be in politics and need my help. Then if I can help, I help. Whatever it is.
I'm running for. No, I'm not. No, I'm not running. I want to go down there like no.
No.
We gonna
Stay
stay out of it.
Hey.
Yo.
Hey.
So okay.
Right.
Star Maker Entertainment.
Stay there.
So I was away for a little while, and I have to full disclosure. I have to do this. So when I was in therapy, I had to go to therapy, and when I would go to therapy,
I need therapy.
When I go to therapy, the therapist would want to stop, get on the couch, and start telling me their problems. Now, I'm not Juan the Don the Dos Equis man who was the original creator of that. They just changed people. They thought he was a little too dark. Yeah, but he was the original Dos Equis man, the most interesting man in the world. That's Juan the Don over there.
Right.
And
He likes that.
He's grinning a little bit. He's grinning a little bit.
No, he loves it.
So I was like, listen, man, you're supposed to be here for me. I'm not supposed to be giving you counsel. Right. So then I left and went to another one, and she was the same thing. So I was like, listen, obviously I don't need therapy. Y'all need therapy. Maybe y'all got going on. So then I took a little siesta, came back to the spot, and I hear there's a tour coming on. There's a tour.
Working on it.
You are working on the tour. So in order to have a tour, you must have some talent to go on a tour.
Yeah, we working on it.
You want to talk a little bit about it?
Yeah. Well, so I mean, we're here at the Hub Life Entertainment. There's this fantastic, tremendous artist, Penelope, songwriter, and she's how could I say? She's like a black Adele to me. But she can do everything: country, R&B, she's pop. She's dope, man. She's really dope. And I got this friend of mine, Nobody, producer, who is that's his name, Nobody. Sorry, and he's produced for Jay-Z, and he actually just did a new record on Beyonce's new project. But he's a music supervisor with Paramount Films for all these films. And there's this Bruce Willis film called Soul Assassins that's getting ready to come out.
Wait a minute.
Soul Assassins.
Soul Assassins. Okay.
Bruce Willis. That's getting ready to come out. And he told me that he had a slot open, a couple of slots open, left. And A$AP Ferg is on it. Joey Badass. Who else? It's a couple of cats on it. That's crazy. And I said, I got this song, a couple of songs from this artist, Penelope. Check it out and let me know. Hit me back immediately. He's like, yo, I want this one. And I was like, word? He's like, yeah, she got to be on the soundtrack. I was like, all right, dope. So we figured that out, how to work that out. So her first single release is going to be in a feature film soundtrack on Paramount Films with a movie starring Bruce Willis. And that's late April, and I just think that's like the most amazing thing for an artist to have. And then around that, not only she's gonna have a video, but they're also gonna shoot a short film. Okay. Around the video, the song's called "Body Keeps the Score," and it's on dealing with trauma and things of that nature. So. We're gonna do a short film around that as well. So I just and that's why it goes back to the Star Maker. Like the Star Maker thing ain't about me. It's just like giving people a vehicle and an avenue to live their dream out. And then there was another spot open. A lot of people don't know about this one too because we really ain't said nothing about it yet. But
you heard it first here.
Al Tariq. Best, my man, he's been doing music all his life.
Mr. Hub.
It's what saved his life, you know what I mean? And for me, I thought it was one of the most important things that I think that I've done was being able to get him also on the soundtrack. And he's going to have a new video for the song, and it's featuring R&B Hunter. And it's important to me, man, for him too, because now he finally gets himself the chance to live out his dream and live it out on a major platform.
You mean a big stage?
Yeah, so it's dope, man. So now that we've got this part of the puzzle kind of taken care of, now we're looking to put a tour together to pull out, and it's not just a tour where it's just performing and bring just coming in and putting the stage up and doing a show. It's bringing people, the community together, and bringing in finances to the community, food to the community, bringing the community out, seeing what the community needs. There's a thing that we do called My Thoughts Out Loud here that we'll probably do there, where we'll have people just sitting in a circle and just expressing themselves of what's going on in the community, how they want to deal with it, and
no judgments.
no judgment, and everybody just actually having a voice. And then after that, giving ourselves, which is another thing we do called Circle, where people sit down and actually just give their piece and give what they going through, and again, no judgment.
Mm-hmm.
And then sit up and have a nice performance where everybody can just enjoy themselves, enjoy music. So I'm thinking the vision of it is like a hood Woodstock, you know what I mean? And I think it's definitely necessary, and I think it's definitely needed, in being able to have people to express what they go through every day, the traumas that they see, the experiences that they go through, how they try to make it from day to day, and just have at least 1 or 2 days where they can just have joy and peace in their life. If I could do that, we can do that, and bring everybody together to do that. That's what it's all about.
Oh man, amen, bro. So my next question is: are we talking Clinton Avenue Soundstage? Are we talking Newark Symphony Hall or Terrace Ballroom? Or are we talking about NJ Pack?
We haven't got that far yet. I mean, we're in talks now, but I think it's bringing all the wards together, and I think it's more like, the South Ward coming from one area,
Mm-hmm.
and the East Ward coming, and the West and the Central, and meeting in one location. Stage is there and everything set up, how we're going to facilitate it and move it from that aspect. So I don't know where it might be. I mean, we're still working on it, but it's coming.
Okay.
It's coming. And we also would talk with Detroit and Texas, L.A.,
New Orleans. Excuse me, Louisiana.
Exactly. Texas. So we ready to move around too. So we got some big major players involved. So
That's big, bro.
It looks good.
That's big, bro.
Yeah, man.
I think even Juan the Don could get a part up in there.
Oh no! Well, he's there. He on the road with me.
Oh my goodness.
Come on, you know that.
Oh my.
Who gonna do the sound but him? Well, that's Super is.
Endo.
No.
The what is it, director of
He's
entertainment?
Director of entertainment. That's the Golden Boy.
Oh my god.
But he gonna be on the 1 and 2s.
Who?
Endo.
Oh, Endo. Oh, that's right.
Come on, please.
Oh my. So wait a minute. We gotta switch gears real quick.
I knew you was going.
Yeah. So we gotta switch gears real quick.
DJ Butter.
Oh my god. Well, hold on. Before I get the DJ Butter, my dude. So we was in here. We was in pre-production and
Pre-production again. This must have been a big meeting.
Yo, man. Yo, listen. We can't. Some things we can't even say on air.
Right.
So the director of entertainment goes, yeah, I know the spot. I tried to get you to come out there. And I was like, listen, my head was probably somewhere else doing 1,000 different things. And he goes, we're going to be at where's the place, Don?
Red Crab North.
Red Crab North, that we mentioned before. And he said, well, we're trying to get everybody at the Red Crab. And then I go on, and it just so happens, I'm looking at the lives, and I see how it's packed. I can't even get a VIP table.
Listen, let me tell you something. Before you finish, listen, it would not be, and I'm going to be honest, I want everybody to know this, that's been there, that's coming there, and I thank everybody for coming. But it would not be what it is if it wasn't for Endo. Because he was there with me from the beginning when there was nobody in the building.
Day one.
Nobody in the building, and he helped me build it to where it is now. So the support and the love, I could never ever say that what the Red Crab is. Like tonight, we're booked out. The door probably be closed at 8:30. Tomorrow is booked out. We booked till maybe the end of April. And it wasn't like that, and it was never like that. And it wouldn't be like that if it wasn't for Endo. So, bro, I appreciate you. You know that already, and I love you to death, and you're the golden boy.
Marcus Endo, director of entertainment here.
Wow,
at
he
130
said, whoa, I didn't do that.
Yeah, 135 Prince Street. So the crazy
I didn't
part.
do that.
So the crazy part is real crazy was that as we were talking and I was telling him about the village, he was like, and he said first because this is how we got in the conversation. He goes, "You want me to call you this or that?" And I said, "You call me, whatever you would comfortable with." He goes, "Well, I was the first DJ there."
No.
And I go, "Wait a minute, how'd I miss that?" So then he goes, and as you look at his hands, he goes like he's on a mixer, and he's mixing. I'm like, "Oh, wait a minute now, you didn't snuck another talent by me."
Yo, he's good, man.
I heard he was outstanding,
Yeah,
and he'll hear this. You don't have to keep looking over his shoulder.
Oh, I thought you might be coming around.
No, that's why usually that happens. But that's why I still went back to those Saxier thing.
Yeah, I got you.
So then
You warned me.
Yeah, I got you, bro.
Go.
So then as we go further, I see a live, and I think you did the live, and you might have scanned the crowd, and I go, "Is that Jarrell?"
Right.
And then
Right.
Yeah.
You hit me.
Yes, I hit you.
Yeah.
And then I text him. Now, mind you, we go back a little ways. He had changed numbers. So then he comes back on. He friends me or whatever, and I go, "So now you DJ Butter now?" And he just started laughing. I was like,
Yeah, he's dope.
and so I said, "Well, next time you see your peoples, Don Richardson, give him a shout out for me." Now, mind you, we just passed each other in the hallway.
Right.
So I'm definitely gonna go through because I heard that the food there was outstanding too.
The food is very good. The music is good.
I heard the music was good.
Yeah, and you bring your own bottle.
I heard you BYOB.
But we about the liquor license is
Easy.
Yeah, so here it come. And
Easy.
Then it's gonna really be.
Oh my goodness.
But it's dope, man. And Indo will tell you like it was just like a place for us to just chill for like. It wasn't nobody even really in there. You know what I mean? But it was a place to release when you're doing so much during the week, and it's like my lady always would be like, "Well, why are you down there so much?" I'm like, "I just gotta relax for a minute."
You making sure everything's correct.
Yeah, and then but she's there too. I don't know why she would even, but at the same time, it was love, man. And now it's turned into something else. But I'm learning that with anything, consistency beats everything. If you stay the course, you're gonna win. It may not be $1 million. You may make $100,000 a year. You may make $70,000, but you're gonna win.
So
consistency.
What I heard out of that last one was like, "Kent, don't worry about the 1099."
Right. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Because you've been consistent.
Listen, you gotta be consistent. You have to be consistent.
Right. So now we gotta find you get you some sponsorship.
Yeah, we'll figure something out.
And then get this podcast where it's supposed to be at.
And moving forward.
Right.
It just so
and
happens
get you a
that,
bag or two.
That 8 feet away from us, there happens to be a little room.
Right.
Where you can call it the tomb.
Okay.
That things get the starter from the womb.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah.
And we have Juan and Don over there. He just hitting buttons. He got his grape soda. I hope it's grape soda over there.
Putting you blast, bro.
I hope it's grape soda. He over there just grinning because I have. It is what it is.
Fresh, I'm gonna call you, bro. I got you right back.
But let me tell you, when you say a short movie or you mean short like what the Hub produced in the not too distant past with Al Tariq Best, because those videos were short movies.
Yeah, all of them. But the one that we're gonna do for Body Keeps the Score is gonna be in conjunction with the film company and probably, and we'll do it. There's some situations like HBO Max and Tubi, one of the two. We'll probably figure it out. But yeah.
Do we have the casting call here?
You know what? I'll tell you what. This is what we're gonna do. Because she's about to shoot. I think she's about to shoot 3 videos. I think.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I think she is. She's about to shoot 3. So on your show, we'll announce the casting call. You'll handle all of that. We'll set all that up and have the dates where to meet and all that and what we're looking for. We'll put that in your lap to handle on your show.
That's a
How
blessing.
about that?
That's a blessing.
For the 3 videos and the short film.
Absolutely. That's what's up.
Penelope, I hope you heard me.
At 135 Prince Street,
135 Prince Street.
that Hub Life Radio. Donald Richardson. Now, wait a minute. Can you hand me my
We missing
Juan,
something.
can you hand me my
He said we missing something.
my inhaler for my asthma? Because I got to read his title again.
Oh God.
And I gotta catch my breath in between. Juan is actually looking for it. That's what's up. We got Donald Richardson,
I was in there yelling the whole time.
Yeah, right.
CEO of that Hub Life Entertainment, CEO of Star Maker Management, A&R and the broker of Raleigh Music Publishing,
Yeah.
Director of Entertainment at the Red Crab Newark, which is now the new place to be
Yeah.
in the city,
Yeah, man, we walking.
and on Friday nights.
And Saturday.
And, and Saturday. We've expanded.
Yeah, no. Well, it's always been Friday and Saturday.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
In the blue light.
Oh, yeah, the blue line.
And right over your right hand shoulder is actually Marcus Endo, Director of Entertainment. He just walked by. He wanted to make sure. He gave.
I couldn't do it without him.
Yeah. He wanted to make sure he moved. We'll get him in here.
Yeah, we get him.
We'll get him in here while you in here so that you can actually tell him because he's gonna be grinning.
Yeah.
And he helps cuts the check.
Yeah.
Well, they start in the back office to the left. You know. Let me tell you how smooth Donald is.
Oh man.
In my X
Here we
amount
go,
of
Juan.
years of knowing Black Power, and I'm technically his manager.
Really?
Technically. Yeah, technically.
Okay.
Ain't that something?
Mm.
The power hour that he was running here, we're going to try to get him back out, was our brainchild,
Right. Which was dope.
which is dope. Donald actually got him
Mm.
in the booth,
Yeah.
Jay-Z in it,
Yeah.
or spoken word, or whatever. Deep thought.
Yeah. Yeah. He's dope. He's dope, man. He's dope.
And he doesn't realize how dope he is.
Not yet. I think he's starting to.
He's starting to realize
I
it.
think he's starting. He's starting to understand it.
He's starting to understand.
Yeah.
With your guidance.
And the help of Juan.
Absolutely. And let me tell you,
Juan's doing an amazing job with him, bro.
that's where we were when he said, "My name is Juan the Don."
No, Juan is doing an amazing job with him.
I was sitting in there. He said, "Put on the Run DMC beat," and
But see,
Juan went right to it.
See, you know the thing is, bro, being a leader or whatever you want to call it, you got to put people in their positions and let them do what they do and stay the fuck out the way.
Woo!
If you try to put your hands in the sauce and somebody else stirring the pot, you gonna mess it up.
It's a problem.
Yeah, Juan do that. Let him do what he do.
Let him do what he do.
You trust him and you let him do what he do.
So because you got on Black and White, you drop a knowledge. I kind of think that you might want to take Kyrie Irving's spot with the Brooklyn Nets, because that's a point guard move right there. What you just said.
I mean, yo, he looked great last night though, didn't he?
Oh my goodness, we're getting off topic.
You know, I mean, he's something special.
But anytime you have Big Baby apologizing to him on social media, you know it's something.
Had to.
Ooh.
Yo, the boy's serious, man.
Ooh. But anyway, back to Don. I feel my air getting short. And can you hand me my inhaler?
There you go.
Oh my goodness.
We got 10 minutes.
Oh my goodness. You right. So I got
Time is really
I got to
fun.
keep. Oh my goodness, because you have so much information to give out.
But look, I want to get into my Raleigh music publishing thing.
Go ahead, bro.
Because this
Talk
part is
to him about
Steve
that.
Storch, Peter Riley. I love you to death for allowing me to do what I do for you guys. I brought songs like "Party Like a Rock Star." That's a song that I brought over there to them with Lil Wayne. I'm one of the biggest records still, and that's a record that I brought over there that that they have. I mean, they have Elvis Presley's publishing. They have the only record that Muhammad Ali his poetic poetry album. They own that. I mean, they own so much stuff, but. Me allowing to bring somebody like Lords in the Underground, you know what I mean? Like,
Do I know any of them?
I'm sure you know one or two of them, and who are amazing dudes and amazing men, and for them to be like, yeah, Dave, you know, we could do a publishing situation over there, and we just I just saw something come in 2 days ago from some syncs that has went through over there, and I'm like, okay, well they doing all right. So salute to you, do. Yeah, man, it's been an honor and a pleasure to have those guys have me come over there and work over there and do what I do and bring work from EA Sports and things of that nature and work with them, and I'm so appreciative of that.
See, because when you're a good dude, jokers don't mind to go the extra yard.
Yeah.
Quick story about Dude. Dude promised me to come on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, it was a snowstorm.
Right.
I ain't gonna say where he was at, but I passed dude. He was shoveling. He had on his beige Carhartt jumpsuit. He stopped shoveling, came in. We did an hour, 10-minute show, and then he went back to shoveling.
No, that's him.
That's dope.
It's solid.
And we was laughing because we went back. But it's amazing. You have people. You find out that people are just people, and they treat you the way you treat them the way they want to be treated, and they never forget that, and they don't mind doing the extra yard for you. Like, yo, you dying, you on the rafters. Now, mind you, when I say that, I'm not really joking. I'm serious because not everybody gets to the rafters, and you just as humble with it.
Nah, I was just telling Indo. I was like, I don't even like talking about it because, to me, I like this with the relevant piece of today and living for today. And I mean, you can't change your past, whether it's good or bad, right?
True.
So it is what it is. And if I sit in that, then I can't move forward. So I'm 3 months that way. That's where I'm at with it. I'm in June right now. I'm trying to think I'm already in June planning in July. Like, okay, this has to be done and that got to be done.
And I've actually sat in the office, and I think when the video you were asked something, and he was like, you not only completed the task, you gave the order, you gave the sequence, and Mr. Hud was like, well, where you been for the last month or two? Because I guess he was trying to do everything all at once. But when you stepped into the spot that you stepped into, how did my man say it? Biggie had the rhymes, and I'm just not giving my man his thing, but he was like, you just added that gloss. You just added that gloss. And it's just not the Gazals. It's just not the Gazals. Those real Gazals, by the way.
I'm staying out the way, though. That's the thing. Like,
you ain't here enough to let what needs to be done, but then you step back.
Yeah, because, just Tariq, what he do, man, and how he put his life on the line in 15 years and building this whole thing, using his money. And
yep.
Come on, man. What black man does that for his community? And, and does he get the proper respect that he's supposed to get? Yeah, maybe not. But he don't care. But it's the people that's around him that care. So we push and we fight and we pull and we do whatever we can to push him up. Because by pushing him up on the platform and he wins, then we all win. But those are true friends. It ain't about the bread.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, come on. It ain't about that. These are his true friends that rock with him. And if you can have that all through life, you win.
Oh my goodness.
You
15 years, 16 years he was in here, and I was actually joking with him that it took him 16 years to become an overnight sensation.
That's how long it takes, though.
Yeah, absolutely. And when he actually first brought this vision to one of the mayors, a few years down the line, the mayor came back and said, I didn't see what you saw, but I commend you.
Yeah.
And he still talks about that.
Yeah.
But once again, friends around him. You don't like to take the accolades, but that stat sheet is filled up in the assist column. You know what I'm saying? And
that's for you to know.
Exactly. If keeping tabs or whatever. I just do I pop in here. You in the hall. He was everywhere. When they shot the video, after they had the video screening. They had the young lady, the little actress that was like
my baby.
How old was she? 6, 7.
She was 6 then. Yeah.
Didn't you scout the location?
Yeah, I did.
You scout the location.
Got
I won't say you got the jokers in there that was mean mugging, because they wasn't mean mugging. Those was the real faces.
Yeah, the cast too. Yeah.
The cast. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So listen, dude. It's like what you said earlier is so true. As long as you stay in your lane, you do what you're supposed to do, and you do it the way it's supposed to be done, eventually it'll always come back to you, come back around to you. And Marcus just eased on back out because I don't think Marcus want to be on. Nah, he moved quick and closed the door.
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah. He's like, because I can't never get Marcus in
I'm
here.
rubbing off on him.
Ooh, that's okay. That's all right.
He don't want to be seen.
But you have to have, well, first of all, the true seat of power doesn't sit on the throne. It stands behind the throne.
Yes, sir.
He pulls the levers.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So, I understand. So now we got a couple of minutes left. This hour is going to fly. So this is your time to promote whatever it is you want to promote. move whatever you want to move on the airways and how you want to move it.
Oh, well, I mean, there ain't much. I mean, it's just, we got like I said, the Bruce Willis film dropping in a couple of months.
What's the name of the Bruce Willis film?
Soul Assassins. Paramount Films. Penelope, she has a song on the soundtrack. Al Tariq Best featuring R&B Hunter has a song on the soundtrack.
Wait a minute. Where is Miss Penelope from?
She is from Louisiana / Texas.
Ooh-wee.
Right? What else we got going on? Everything that I'm doing at Raleigh, man, just, working and trying to close out these deals, man. I got so many on the table, but we going to get those done.
On Friday nights, you have?
On Friday night and Saturday night from 6 to 10, Red Crab Newark, 287 Ferry Street. You got to reserve your table at least 2 weeks in advance because we booked. Now we booked in honestly until like the middle of April, but I'll try to accommodate if y'all hit me on Facebook.
There you go. Or you got Instagram?
Instagram is DStarmaker03.
Got the Facebook?
Facebook is Donald Richardson. And who's that? Oh, and Russ, I want to thank you too, bro, because like I said again, we were supposed to do this a couple of times, and you had snowstorms, and I had COVID, and then I went back in the hospital, and
airplane flights at
I
huge
was in
heights.
LA a couple of times, and then but I respect you, man. I appreciate you. And,
it's all love, bro. It's all love. Even though I didn't get a Whataburger.
I don't.
I'm kidding. Because you more than made up for it.
I don't like doing stuff like this.
No.
But for you, I would do that.
Listen, I appreciate it.
And thank you.
And what's crazy is, I changed the parameters several times, and as busy as he was, you see all the stuff he has going on. He was, all right, Russ, what you need? Well, how you need it? And I would be like, okay, I'm doing 6 things, and he's doing 36 things. And then we had Juan the Don come in, who was a blessing.
Well, who's a blessing?
The only thing I haven't seen him do that Adrian was doing was painting part of the studio. He's doing that. He's moving back from studio 1 to studio 2 or whatever the numbers are. But he seems to be down for the cause with the fan of great. And he said he makes beats that no one can refuse.
Nah, he's dope.
And anybody that can keep Black Power engaged for about an hour
and in pocket.
Oh my goodness, it's got to have some sort of talent.
No, he does, bro.
He might be like the Obi-Wan Kenobi.
He is
of Star Wars.
He is.
He used that mind thing, that Jedi mind trick.
Yeah. Okay, guys, this is what we're gonna do. Yeah, that's definitely him. Okay.
And never speaks in more than one sentence at a time.
If you hear him say 3 sentences at one time, that's too much. 4, he mad.
Hey, listen, I don't think he even talk on regular phones. Like the old guys from the old country. They don't never let everybody hear what they say. They tell it to one person.
When he loosen up though, he's a totally different dude.
Really?
Oh
my goodness, we got to bring the corn liquor up in here and whatever else comes up in here.
You'll see a different side.
He's shaking his head. He can handle that. He about that life.
Okay. I know him.
Okay. Ooh, okay. Well, I'm going to get to know him.
Yeah, he's a good dude, though.
So, listen, it's been a pleasure, my brother. It sounds like we have some business to attain to up in here.
Yeah.
I want to be able to get a blue hat like him and the Kazakh. No, I want the bomber, the sheepskin like you.
Okay.
So I can stroll up and down and like just get in point. You ain't got to say anything, just point. It's definitely been a pleasure. Here on the Legends with Russell Thomas, we have Don Richardson, CEO of that Hub Life Entertainment, CEO of Star Maker Management, A&R broker of Raleigh Music Publishing.
Thank you.
Director of Entertainment at the Red Crab Newark. For Juan the Don, I'm Russell Thomas. I'm tired. I'm out. I need my asthma inhaler. And we will be doing business, and you will see much more of what goes on here at 135 Prince Street at that Hub Life Radio and Hub Life Arts and Therapy and Treatment Center. Yo, we out of here.
Thank you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
It's Legends with Russell Thomas.